Hey, welcome back to Little Hollow Homestead. Today we're going to harvest our garlic. You can tell it is ready for harvest. You've got these outer leaves that are dying back. That's a good sign that your garlic's done all it's going to do as far as bulb growth goes. I planted these a little early last year, so it's going to be interesting to find out what we've got under the soil here. I think I'd have to look back at the video. I think I planted them in September. I probably should have waited till November-ish. Get a little bit better bulb growth out of them. But we'll peel back this deer fence and we'll see what we got. All right, we got that out of the way. At first glance, what do you think, Stella? That's not too bad. Look at the size comparison, my palm, my hand. That's pretty good. Stella has her stamp of approval. So that's not bad. So, that's more what I was expecting. Planted a couple of different varieties as well, so can't remember the exact varieties, but it looks like the white softneck did okay. Got excited there for a minute when I pulled that first one out. I'm getting the results I kind of expected. Smaller bulbs, about like that. We're gonna get these harvested and hardened off, or not hardened off, but cured a little bit. We got the farmer's market starting next Monday. So we want to get this garlic dried so we can sell off all our surplus garlic. This is far too much garlic for me to use in a year, even though I do enjoy garlic. But we will keep on harvesting here and just see what we end up with. So just like onions, you just knock off enough dirt. I made the mistake of watering last night. So normally I'd have the soil a little drier than this, so we wouldn't have so much clinging to the bulb and the roots. But we'll let that dry off and then give them a good brush with just a soft Brussels scrub brush. And that should take care of that excess dirt. Well, I think I learned my lesson this year. Next year I'll wait until that first frost, maybe a couple of frosts, before I plant again. And hopefully we'll have a little better result next year. We've had something nesting in here. I do have a family of quail that raise a brood of chicks down here every spring. That looks like a little more than quail. Yeah, boy, lesson learned. Gardening, you learn a lot of lessons the hard way, I'm finding. Especially when you branch out and try new things and experiment. It's always nice to get it right the first time, but the reality is that most of the time you don't. So enjoy the times you get it right and get lucky. And guess correctly. That's probably 4 for a garlic. Strike that, reverse it. That's probably 4 for $1 type garlic right there. I was hoping to have big enough cloves to get 2 for $1, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, kind of pitiful. So both these varieties of garlic I grew this year, both softneck varieties. I have grown hardneck in the past. I think I'll maybe mix it up a little and do hardneck and softneck next year. Maybe we can get some of that giant California garlic that you can get. Holy cow, it's bright out here. Well, maybe at the market we'll have 2 classes for the customers to choose from and price them accordingly. What do you think? Yep, Stella likes that one. Don't you? Don't you, Stelly Belly? I don't like to keep the mulch around the base of my fruit trees. If you notice, I always dig that out. It just less chance for pests to to quit hanging out around the stump at the base of your tree and all this mulch. Give them a home. Make it a little bit harder for them to survive if they're gonna do any damage to your fruit trees. I think this helps lessen it. Along with the garlic planted around them, that's a natural pest repellent, I believe. Well, we definitely went for quantity rather than quality. Lesson learned. I think as gardeners, once the fall harvest is over and you can harvest your late season crops like, I don't know, your onions and your squash and things like that, we get a little anxious to get our hands back in the soil and plant something. I was definitely a victim of that last year. I jumped the gun on planting this garlic, and I'm paying the price now. But I'll try and be patient this year, hold off, and wait until we get a few frosts, and then we'll get the garlic in the ground. We'll see the difference. And definitely, I think I'll change up the varieties as well. So we'll go get these stacked over on our straw bale and get them started to drying out and getting ready for the farmer's market. So there's all the garlic curing out of the sun under my barn roof here. Just want to make sure you get air around the bulbs so they'll cure properly. I like to lay them down like this, and it's kind of angled, so in my opinion, it draws the moisture away from the bulb, helps them dry out a little quicker. I could be crazy. But that's not a bad harvest, just around 1 fruit tree. Made good use of that space. And we'll wash them up, and I don't know, we got a few decent ones in there, so they're not all mini ones. We got some jumbos, but we'll get them dried off and pack them up and head to the farmer's market next Monday and see what happens. Thanks for stopping by Little Hollow Homestead. Hopefully you can hear me over the dogs. They like a good battle. I think they're friends. I don't know. If they're enemies trying to show dominance or whatever they're doing, we'll let them do it. And I'll talk over them. So, hopefully you learned something from my mistake this year planting garlic too early. I'm going to wait, like I said, until at least we have 2 or 3 frosts. Then they're going to go in the ground. And we'll see the difference. I'll compare this video to next year's video of the garlic harvest. But not too bad. I think we did okay. I'm happy with it. If you're not experimenting, you're not trying. And that's part of the fun of gardening and farming, raising pigs, chickens, whatever. Try something new. If it works, great. If not, at least you learn something. So have a great day. Thanks for the subscriptions. The thumbs up are always appreciated. And we'll catch you in the next one.